7 Lessons from the Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. Welcome back to VacMe YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to explore The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg, a fascinating book that dives into the science of habits and how they shape our lives. From personal habits to organizational routines, Duhigg shows us how habits work and how we can change them to improve our lives. Let's take a look at 7 key lessons from The Power of Habit that will help you harness the power of habits to create lasting change. Lesson 1. The Habit Loop. Cue, routine, reward. The first lesson from The Power of Habit is understanding the habit loop, which is made up of 3 key components: cue, routine, and reward. Habits are automatic behaviors that are triggered by a cue, which leads to a routine, followed by a reward. For example, you might feel stressed cue, reach for a snack routine, and feel comforted reward. Duhigg explains that by understanding this loop, you can identify the cues and rewards that drive your habits. Once you're aware of the loop, you can start to change the routine. If you want to replace a bad habit with a good one, focus on finding a new routine that satisfies the same cue and reward. This framework is the foundation for transforming any habit, whether personal or professional. Lesson 2. Keystone Habits. The Power of One Habit. The second lesson is the concept of keystone habits. Keystone habits are habits that, when changed, trigger a positive ripple effect in other areas of your life. These are foundational habits that lead to the development of other good habits, improving your overall well-being and productivity. For example, exercising regularly is a keystone habit. When you start exercising, you might notice that you also eat healthier, sleep better, and feel more energized throughout the day. Identifying and focusing on keystone habits can lead to significant, lasting changes in your life, without the need to overhaul every single habit at once. Lesson 3. The Golden Rule of Habit Change. The third lesson is what Duhigg calls the Golden Rule of Habit Change. You can't extinguish a bad habit, but you can change it. The idea here is that habits are deeply ingrained in the brain, so trying to eliminate them completely is often unsuccessful. Instead, the key is to substitute the bad habit with a new, healthier one. Using the habit loop, you can keep the same cue and reward, but change the routine in the middle. For example, if your cue is feeling bored and your routine is checking social media, you might replace that routine with going for a walk or reading a book. The reward relief from boredom remains the same, but you've successfully replaced a negative habit with a positive one. Lesson 4. Small wins lead to big changes. The fourth lesson from The Power of Habit is the importance of small wins. Duhigg emphasizes that significant change doesn't always come from massive efforts. In fact, it often starts with small, manageable victories that build momentum over time. These small wins create a sense of accomplishment, reinforcing the belief that larger goals are achievable. For example, if you're trying to develop a writing habit, start with just 10 minutes of writing each day. That small win will boost your confidence and gradually build into a more substantial routine. The power of small wins is that they create a chain reaction, encouraging you to continue improving other aspects of your life. Lesson 5. Willpower is a muscle. Another key lesson from the book is that willpower is like a muscle. It can be strengthened over time, but it can also become fatigued if overused. Duhigg explains that willpower is one of the most important habits you can cultivate because it affects so many other areas of your life. One strategy for building willpower is to practice it in small ways, such as sticking to a simple morning routine or resisting a minor temptation. By doing this, you gradually strengthen your willpower muscle, making it easier to stay disciplined in more significant areas. Additionally, Duhigg suggests conserving willpower by turning important tasks into automatic habits, reducing the mental energy needed to stay on track. Lesson 6. The Role of Belief in Changing Habits. The sixth lesson from The Power of Habit is the critical role that belief plays in changing habits. Duhigg emphasizes that even if you understand the habit loop and make changes to your routine, those changes won't stick unless you genuinely believe that change is possible. This is why community and support groups, like Alcoholics Anonymous, are so effective. They provide a space where people can share their experiences and reinforce their belief in their ability to change. When you believe in yourself and surround yourself with others who support your goals, you're much more likely to succeed in breaking bad habits and building new ones. Lesson 7. Organizations have habits too. The final lesson is that organizations have habits, just like individuals do. Duhigg explains that companies, schools, and other organizations develop routines often without even realizing it that shape their culture and performance. These organizational habits, or routines, can be positive or negative. To create a more productive and innovative environment, leaders need to identify and reshape the habits of their organizations. This might involve changing how meetings are run, how teams communicate, or how decisions are made. By focusing on these key routines, organizations can become more efficient and adaptable to change. Conclusion. In The Power of Habit, Charles Duhigg reveals the profound impact that habits have on our lives, and how we can use this knowledge to make positive changes. The 7 key lessons we've discussed today: the habit loop, keystone habits, the golden rule of habit change, small wins, willpower, the role of belief, and organizational habits offer a practical framework for transforming both individual and collective behaviors. By applying these principles, you can start to reshape your daily habits, improve your productivity, and achieve your long-term goals. Remember, habits are powerful forces that can either hold you back or propel you forward. The choice is yours. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more book reviews and insights on personal development. Until next time, happy reading.